Well, first of all, let me introduce myself for those of you who are new to the channel. I'm Emerald Miner, and I do competitive Wi-Fi battles in Sword and Shield and now Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. And I'm going to be bringing you a series of YCL battles, hopefully every week or so, as long as we can get the game scheduled. But we are part of the YCL Season 2 for Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. And I'm the coach of Team Demewlition Force. So, let's see what we got here. So, I drafted 10 Mons. The way it worked was, it was a snake style draft, and I was the third in line. So, pretty decent positioning. So, I got third pick, and then it snaked back around to me. And then I was able to get 2 more after that. Basically, we had 110 points, and we had to get at least 9 maximum of 11 Mons, so if you went all the way, then you averaged out like 10 points a Mon. So keep that in mind. The highest scoring ones were like Gliscor and Garchomp, which were 18, and our boy Sad actually got himself a Garchomp because he was second. But as for me, I went for the #1 rated Mon in OU right now, Scizor, because I figured, hey, it's a pretty good Mon, and it's only worth 12 points. We got access to Defog, Bullet Punch with Technician, pretty good attack stat at 130, slow speed stat, but it makes up for it in the defenses. So, already excellent Pokemon. Afterwards, the snaked back around me, and I figured I'd get myself a nice Starmie. Scizor's only weakness is fire, so Starmie makes up for that. And the fact that Scizor also resists things like grass, as well as, well, I guess that's really the only thing that's helping out Starmie in this case. But 115 base speed is really what sets Starmie apart, in addition to Rapid Spin, as well as Thunderbolt and Ice Beam. Having this Bolt Beam coverage is really going to help versus if we are to face like the 4 times weak to Ice Mons, Gliscor, Garchomp, Dragonite, stuff like that. And Thunderbolt for those darn bulky waters, man. I'm tired of them. Afterwards, I've picked Flygon because I figure, well, I'm not going to run Dragonite and Choice Scarf, but these are basically my 2 options. Or I could, I guess I could run Boom Burst or Draco Meteor, but its 80 attack stat is not really what I'm looking for. 100 base attack and speed aren't that great, but its typing is really what I'm after here. Because having that Ground Dragon typing and having Levitate really is what's going to set it apart. It can take on, basically if we can set up with this thing, we can win most games. If we can Dragonite up, or I can have it as a Choice Scarfer. Basically outspeed nearly everything except for Scarfape, and even then we resist some of their moves. So, pretty good Pokemon I figured to have on the team. Afterwards, my next pick was Entei, because our boy Sad has, at this point, gotten the Scarm Bliss Wombo combo. And I was going to get, obviously, Infernape, but Infernape was taken like round 1 or 2 or something like that, so that was gone. Then I was going to go for Arcanine, but Arcanine got taken too. So the next best thing was Entei. It has access to Extreme Speed, which is what I wanted. I love having some priority. It also has access to moves like Sacred Fire with 100 base power. And you can also run Special if you wanted to take on Scarm. Like, if I wanted to versus Sad, I could EV this specifically to have, like, Flamethrower or Fire Blast to take out the Skarmory. And I guess its strongest move is still, well, if I wanted to, I could probably run Choice Band Flare Blitz to take out the, or something like that, to take out the Blissey, or at least 2 at KO it. But yeah, pretty strong, and good defenses too, having that 115, 85, 75 defenses. Excellent. Now at this point, I don't have a Stealth Rocker, so I went ahead and got one of the best Stealth Rockers right now, which is Aerodactyl. Having that Focus Sash, just being able to come in and guarantee that rocks are up. It has access to Defog, but I'm probably not going to be running on this. We got Tailwind, Stealth Rocks, we have Taunt to prevent opposing Stealth Rocks, and that base 130 speed to basically allow us to outspeed everything and get rocks up nearly guaranteed. Now you'll notice the team doesn't exactly have a whole lot of defensive backbone, and one thing we're really weak to is Azumarill. Aside from Scizor, I mean, play rough, Aqua Jet, you know what I'm saying? So, went ahead and got a Vileplume. has access to effect spore at least. Chlorophyll's not really going to be that useful, but we can hopefully maybe put some Pokemon to sleep or poison them or paralyze them or something. We do have access to Toxic, Aromatherapy, Moonblast. Strength Sap is a really good move on this Mon. And of course, Giga Drain and Sludge Bomb being the mainstays. Mainly going to be a defensive Pokemon, as you can see. But don't sleep on that base 110 Spatak, alright? You'd be surprised how much damage this thing be doing. So, the last 4 Mons here, we have Gardevoir. Now, there, as you will see, if we look up Fairy types, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Fairy types that aren't just NFE or Little Cup. So, Azumarill gone, Clefable gone by this point. I think there was still Granbull, Mawile. I think these were all in contention still. Now, I was considering Mawile, but I knew my boy Sad wanted to get it, so I was like, I'll let my boy Sad get Mawile. Mr. Mime, I was really considering Mr. Mime because of that extra speed, but it's just utter lack of HP and defenses doesn't make it do what I really want it to do. Meanwhile, Gardevoir has base 115 Spadef and base 125 Spatak. In addition, it can have Trace, so we can trace things' abilities to come through for us. Really what I want this Mon to do is ensure that we don't just lose to Draco Meteor or Outrage or anything like that. So Fairy type is absolutely essential. We can slap a Choice Scarf on it and come in on a Dragonite and ensure that we don't lose to it or something like that, or a Salamence or Garchomp or anything like that, as long as we have a Choice Scarf. Also has access to things like Destiny Bond, Healing Wish, lots of stuff. So very good Pokemon there. It does suck having that I had to get 2 Psychic types. It's not ideal, but we got to do what we got to do. Now at this point, Tyranitar was still available. It is a hefty 17 points, which is why I think most people weren't drafting it. But people are sleeping on this. This was the Titan of Diamond and Pearl OU. I don't know if you guys watched the FPO, but I had a Tyranitar on nearly every team. You know? So 17 points is a lot, but it gives me access to Stealth Rocks, the surprise Brazilian Thunder Wave set, Dragon Dance. I can run a special variant and run Fire Blast, Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, stuff like that, even Surf. So the amount of versatility that this Mon brings to the team is really what made me want to choose it. Finally, next up we have Rotom, a mere 5 points at this point. And I really wanted to have a Ghost type on the team just to give me that insurance that Stealth Rocks will stay up if I need them to. Also has access to Volt Switch, Shadow Ball, Trick. It is faster than its other forms because it's not being bogged down by the weight of an appliance, but it does trade that in for much less bulk, as you can see. But having that Ghost typing was excellent for me. And it Levitate as well. And finally, Machamp. So, again, the Skarm Bliss combo, I have to be prepared when I face Sad, so I want to be sure that I got this Machamp. Also things like any bulky normal types or any just bulky mon in general that I want to break. I'm going to want a Machamp on my team with that max attack adamant. We can run Guts or No Guard, not really Steadfast, but having access to No Guard, Dynamic Punch, and Stone Edge, as well as priority in Bullet Punch, particularly on a Guts set, as well as just that strong close combat, man. And knockoff too. We got a lot of options here. And Mew, I'm not sure why Mew is here. I think I was just using it to compare something. Though it is the mascot, I was not able to get it. So yeah, that is the Team Demewlition Force. So if you guys didn't know, that's been the logo for my channel from the get-go. So pretty cool that we finally got to make use of it again. Either way though, that is going to be the team, folks. So be sure to stay tuned for some YCL battles, and we'll see you guys in the next Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl Wi-Fi battle. Bye.